There's no better way to stay warm in London than with a steaming cup of hot chocolate, and the city has a couple of popular spots, all with their own unique take on the drink. Hey guys, it's Harry and June.
And on this very grey day, we are on the hunt for the best hot chocolate in London.
What we will be looking for is a hot chocolate that has a nice texture, something that's not too sweet, and its overall luxuriousness.
First stop, Dark Sugars, a chocolate shop that brings the culture of West African cocoa production to Brick Lane.
What we've tried to do with the hot chocolate is kind of do it in the way I know how to do hot chocolate back home. What we do is we combine cocoa powder and chocolate, which is a combination of milk, dark and white chocolate in there. So, and then we make a very thick paste first. And then we heat up the milk, pour the milk, and then topped up with foam, and then the shavings go on top. We believe that it's the best hot chocolate because it's full of experience. We feel good when we're doing it.
Cool.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh, that dark chocolate has a really, really lovely bitterness, because otherwise it can kind of be a bit too sweet at times, whereas the dark chocolate really does help to balance out, particularly with the white chocolate in there as well. Lovely bitterness from that.
Yeah, the flavour of the chocolate, and I like the fact that obviously it's got white chocolate and the dark chocolate and milk in there as well. But again, it does have sort of a satisfying wateriness to it. Like it's not grainy, obviously, and it's not. But again, it's not just like a whole dollop of melted chocolate straight in your face. Like it actually feels more like a drink, which is what you sort of want for when you're walking around on a cold winter's evening.
Second stop, Said Dal, an Italian cafe that offers a slightly thicker consistency than traditional hot chocolate.
The idea came around 5 years ago. We gave a twist to something already successful, but then also we have been able to offer a product which force the client to go into a direction of having a different experience, which is like similar to the margarita with salt. Instead of salt, we have chocolate, 3 kinds of chocolate, all around the cup, so there is no other way of drinking it than getting chocolate in your mouth, sometimes getting dirty.
I'm actually really excited to see how Harry's going to eat this,
Yeah.
because it looks pretty messy.
I'm a bit of a professional, but even I think this is going to put me to the limits, because this is just covered in chocolate. It looks really good. It smells amazing. So we've got the Gianduja hot chocolate, which is kind of hazelnutty, and it kind of just smells like melted Nutella, which immediately is making me really excited.
Oh wow. Oh my god. That is that is incredible. Wow.
It's rich. The texture is nothing like you'd expect in terms of like a normal hot chocolate, because this is way thicker. It's so creamy and luxurious.
I think as British people we're used to that kind of very sad like hot water with cocoa powder, like, but this is Italian food. This is Italian food and drink, so it's luxury. It tastes incredible. Next, we head to Mama Son's, a Filipino ice cream parlour that uses traditional ube ingredients.
Ube is a sweet potato or a purple yam, and it comes from the sweet potato family. It's indigenous to the Philippines, and it's naturally purple. That's what's so great about it. It's like the vanilla of Philippines. We actually use our ice cream in the winter time. That's how we actually create the product. So we're very keen on no waste and using everything that we've got. So we actually melt down the ice cream, we mix it with Belgian white chocolate and a bit of Horlicks, heat that up with some milk, and it's perfect. And then the whipped cream itself, we use an ube jam and we mix it with cream, and then we have a special whipped cream machine that like makes it all fluffy and airy. And then the outside bits are ube wafers. So it's just a bit of an ube overload cocoa, and it's perfect for winter.
Not bad.
Oh, wow. Blimey, that's sweet.
It's very sweet.
That's really, really sugary.
Very
I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be quite sugary anyway, because when I've had things like lavender or like sweet potato lattes before, they've always been really heavy on the sugar.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I certainly get a lot of the yam taste from the flakes at the side. But it's really smooth, really drinkable.
It's almost like when you salt the rim of a margarita. Would you say it's maybe outwardly less chocolatey than the other ones that we might have tried? So I think this is more about the whipped cream and the kind of ice cream and the sweetness. And obviously because it's made with white chocolate, less of a kind of cocoa taste from that. On to our final stop, Chin Chin Labs, who have created an almost pudding-like take on the traditional hot chocolate.
What Chin Chin is best known for is creating dishes that you can't get anywhere else. Our hot chocolate is more like a hot chocolate pudding. The chocolate that we use is really expensive French chocolate from Valrhona. It's 80%. We have chefs in the kitchen making small batches every day. And then the marshmallow itself, it's our own recipe. It's a secret recipe that we make in small batches and mixers. And then when we top off the hot chocolate with the marshmallow, the balance is good because the marshmallow is really sweet. And we have that sort of toasty flavour because we blowtorch it. The actual hot chocolate itself is quite bitter, so it combines really well.
Oh, look at that. Okay. That is an extremely Instagrammable dessert.
That is, yeah.
I got like a bit of marshmallow and a bit of hot chocolate.
It's so lovely and shiny as well. It seems so luxurious.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, that marshmallow is so good.
It's really filling. It's not too sweet as well, the actual hot chocolate inside. Once you get down into it, I mean, this is dribbling everywhere, but once you get down into it, it's lovely, rich, very, very flavourful hot chocolate, which I wouldn't say is too overly sweet. It just has a lovely, like, luxury kind of dribbliness to it. And the texture of the hot chocolate is lovely as well.
So I've picked my winner, you've picked yours. I'm excited to see what you've picked. I feel like we might disagree, but let's find out. Reveal on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Said we disagreed. I knew it.
Okay.
I knew we would disagree.
Why did you pick them?
So I mean, for me, Saeed Dal was just like unlike any other hot chocolate I've ever had. It was the most luxurious thing maybe I've ever eaten in my life in general, in terms of just like, it was so velvety, it was so chocolatey, the kind of Nutella-y flavour that we got from that hazelnut hot chocolate, and obviously that triple chocolate on the side of the cup just kind of took it to another level, and I thought it was just a really, really cool experience.
That was delicious, don't get me wrong. I probably would have picked that, but for me it came down to the price. I think Chin Chin Labs was the cheapest one of the whole day, and for the value for money it was incredible. The actual quality of the Valrhona hot chocolate in Chin Chin Labs was more of, I would say, a drinking chocolate, but what you had in Saeed Dal was more of an actual pudding. It was very dessert-like. I would have that as a dessert rather than a hot chocolate, I would say.
I see your point, Hugh. This is a really tough decision. This is maybe the closest one that we've had in this series, to be honest. But I think overall I'm going to agree with you. I think you've kind of covered some of the reasons in terms of, like, it did feel like more of a dessert than a hot chocolate. And I think as tasty as it was, I would have hit my threshold of how much of it I could drink quite quickly at Saeed Dal, because it was just so rich and so luxurious, which is great in like a small dose. But like you say, more of like a sit-down, desserty experience than a hot chocolate, perhaps.
You've got some on your face.
How about now?